Thank you for joining us today on the One Focus, where we help busy practitioners lean into one thing and help us learn from one another. Today, I am joined by the amazing Dr. Jennifer Tabiza, co-founder of Dr.Contact Lens and owner of Westchester Eyecare Center. Thanks for being here today, Jen.
Thank you for having me.
So you and I bounce a lot of ideas off of each other, right, as co-founders of Dr.Contact Lens. And I'm always intrigued about your organizational skills and what you're able to also bring to my practice. There was that one time you came into West Broward Eyecare and just really helped me get a grasp on what was going on, because we all become blind to really those day in, day out tasks. And your practice is pristine. How are you able to get your team to do those things? And what can you offer to our listeners today?
Well, thank you for that compliment, Bree. And I guess I do have a passion for organization and cleanliness. What I notice is that there is this sort of experience people have, and it is visual, right? And so when they come to see you, they're connecting with you on a human level, but they're also absorbing the environment that they're in. And, when things are clean, organized, I find that for me personally, I can focus better. And so I figure, it must be the same for my staff and my patients. And that's held to be true because the way I get my staff to help with this is, we'll create days where this is what we do. They're sort of used to that routine, like once every few weeks, we're going to organize things we're going to put in place, and they like how it feels. They enjoy how it feels. That's why they're willing to do the work to do that. And my patients, one of the top remarks we get is how clean and fresh and organized our office feels. And I think it creates sort of a feeling of safety, like there's somewhere that's really well taken care of and they feel safer for being there. And there's a trust factor with how things look. And so, when I go to a practice of a friend or a colleague, and I see how amazing they're running, even with a little bit of chaos, I'm like, just imagine what would happen if we cleaned up some of this chaos. You would just reach the next level. And so, yeah, I'd love to encourage my colleagues to have cleanup days, organization days, everything in its place. Minimalistic is always really what puts people at ease, is not too much chaos in any area, from the lobby to the waiting rooms that you have to the exam rooms. I'm really careful about putting out too much content, brochures, things like I'll put things out that are really important, and that's it. And everything else is given based on what the patient needs. My drops are in a drawer, my pens are in a drawer. Everything is a way so that we can really focus on what we're doing there.
But your drawers are also organized too, to where you're opening it and you're knowing where things are, because your patients can feel that energy as well. So
yes,
go into that just for a second.
I mean, your organization is a passion of mine. So it is time consuming and can actually be more costly than you expect, right? You need clear acrylic organizers, you need label makers, you need time. But that investment has actually saved us time in the long run, right? Because when things are, when everything has its place, when everything is easy to access, it helps you, your staff, any new staff you have. Hey, it's right there, it's labeled, that's where it goes. This is where we put things in. I just find that long-term, it really pays off. But it's also how I enjoy, living. I like things to be where I expect it to be and look visually appealing. I do, again, I find, our patients notice that level of detail, whether it's in the optical or how they're engaging with us. They can see that everything is really in its place. And again, it adds to the trust factor. It adds to their experience there. They feel like they're somewhere really well taken care of, and they feel really well taken care of. It all just is an energy. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining myself and Dr. Jennifer Tabiza today. Now activate your one focus.